Well, looks like we have yet another date for Ubisoft Forward, where we might get some more news from Riders Republic. Will this finally be the time? Who knows? Mitch and I are going to talk about that in the main topic right after news. Stay tuned. This is Après STEEP, episode 17.
The real Steep submissions are being judged, and we are targeting this Saturday, April 24th for the All Runs video. Once that premieres, you can cast your vote for the fan favorite, and then we will bring back the top 6 videos for the finals on Saturday, May 1st.
I know we just talked about enjoying that back-to-back video premiere on one weekend, but Real Steep, man, this competition hits a little different, and we are really going to need your help for that one. Once Real Steep has wrapped up, it is time to shift our attention to the Tartiflette Games Backcountry Brawl. Submissions for Backcountry are now open, and those rules are posted on both our website and the YouTube channel. The brawl will be taking place at the Rutsutsu Snow Park in Sapporo, and your entries are due by May 2nd. So if you haven't started already, get after it. Time is running out. We cannot wait to see all of your crazy sends in the backcountry of Japan.
And in Shred the Spot news, well, the next event is due tomorrow. If you haven't made your run already, it is taking place in the Alps at Eveline, and you can submit in the House of Shred Discord.
Well, like we said in the intro, Ubisoft Forward has been announced, and it looks like this time around they are going to be sandwiching this right up against E3.
They are. E3 is back this year in an all-digital format, so I assume that just means most companies are going to have their press conferences around the same time, so we still get that same exciting week of gaming news. Ubisoft will be taking the stage Saturday, June 12th at 12 p.m. Pacific time, so 3 p.m. Eastern, and sometime in the evening for you over in Europe. They say they're going to have the latest information about the lineup and announcements from their teams around the world, so I gotta hope we hear about Riders Republic by then.
Yeah, I mean, fingers crossed. What more can we really say here? We just really can only hope that they bring it up, even just give us some kind of mention. September 10th, 2020 was the last Ubisoft Forward event, and that one, of course, had a very beefy Riders Republic announcement.
That was the premiere, the first time we got to see. They had one earlier that year too, maybe in May or June. I feel like it was pretty short between the two of them. Like there was only a couple of months, and then they announced Riders Republic in the one in September, and then said we'll have another one soon. And that soon is now June, which is 9 months after, so a much bigger gap. Would have hoped to hear more news about it, but who knows.
Even if they come out and just tell us at E3 that they're going to start dev blogs again, and they're going to start posting some new updates every 2 weeks or so, that would be more than what we've had for a long time. I mean, we have been in the dark for quite a while here, and we are just ready to get back into the news. I know you have been experiencing it. I've been experiencing it as well. Lots of community members sending us messages just saying, have you heard anything? Have you heard anything? And you guys will hear it from us as soon as those updates drop. But we sadly just have nothing for you in the meantime. We have to wait for those official announcements.
We're just left to our best guesses as to what this game's going to look like. But I can tell you that my views on that trailer just keep climbing up and up and up. So we discovered that little thing about the map, maybe, if that's the full map that's in the game. So maybe after watching another 30 times, we'll notice another detail we might be able to pick apart detective style.
What if someone from ANSI, goes on and just says, our very spirited community members put together a map construct, and boom, there's the Nick and Mitch video at E3. Wouldn't be the first time that we were featured at E3, but still, that would be hilarious if we got a little nod there that the community actually put the map together before the map itself was released. That would just be bonkers. I would be on the ground crying.
That would be fantastic, but who knows what they're going to announce. They have to have something there. It's a game that's launching in 2021, as we last heard, so whether we hear before this in June, if we hear any more news or it happens at E3. Something has to happen by then, and it's on a Saturday, so if we're not working, maybe we can watch along again so we can get some either happy reactions or sad reactions from us whenever we hear something.
Oh yeah, I'm totally down for another watch party on YouTube or Twitch, whichever one will have us that day. But, instead of just talking about really nothing surrounding Riders Republic for yet another main topic, we both thought that this would be a good time to look at all of the other titles that Ubisoft is trying to push out in 2021 and just kind of predict what the new landscape is going to look like in terms of UB21. I know there are a couple of titles on that sheet that you and I are just itching to get our hands on, including one that, Mitch, you thought was dead.
There's several that I think were dead. It seems to be not a trend with Ubisoft. I know COVID's kind of hit them, but some of these games, this happened before COVID too. So it's just really kind of rocking the boat. Let's see, there's Scott Pilgrim. I think that came out. I don't know. Prince of Persia. Don't know, don't care. Far Cry, never played. Roller Champions, that's one of them. That one, 2-3 years ago maybe, was when it was first announced, and it looked really cool. It's like a 3v3 multiplayer. You roller skate around a ring and you grab the ball and shoot it into the goal. It's like a team sport. It's like Rocket League. Had the action, you could hit each other. They had an alpha 2 years ago and then just went radio silent for over a year, I think. And then just recently they had another beta stage, but then again they had that and no more communication afterwards, so who knows what's up with that one.
You got your hands on that alpha. I unfortunately was not able to get my hands on it before that window closed, but we were really looking forward to Roller Champions because, like you just said, it's like a Rocket League style game. It's a 3v3 with a ball of some sort, or whatever you have to throw through a hoop or through a ring, but you're on roller skates and you're going that way, so there's different contact and different strategy, and those are kind of the games that we enjoy shoutcasting. I know we don't do a lot of Rocket League, but we really should start doing that. We keep saying it. We do it in our private matches, and some of you guys have seen that on stream, but Roller Champions would be just another wonderful Ubisoft title that we could, if it ever comes out, you can guarantee that we will be having some 3v3 online multiplayer tournaments.
Definitely. One of my favorite things to do.
So this article was updated 3 months ago, so I'm not sure how relevant this is right now, but Mitch, this article still has Skull and Bones on here, and that, when I told you that, I ran down this website, ran through the list, and you audibly gasped, and you said, what? It's still good? So I have no idea. I don't know if you looked any further into that, but we were also hyped for some Skull and Bones. Oh, oops. It was, the game is currently slated for March 2021. Oof. Yeah, so, maybe not Skull and Bones announcement this year.
I was going to say that article's a couple months old, and when I just looked, Wikipedia or Google actually says that it's slated to release sometime after March 2021, which...
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It's definitely after that now, so unless it's released and you gotta find it first, like true pirate, like, what if... Okay, here's how they gotta market this, because this game's already been out for, like, too long. I'll go through their quick history, but they just gotta, finish it, have the game go gold, and then put one copy on an island, and then have an actual treasure hunt for it.
Yeah.
And then whenever the person finally finds it, 5 years later, that's when they launch it to the world. Like someone digs open, they find the treasure, they open the chest, have the game, tweet the picture, and then Ubisoft releases it worldwide.
Okay, yeah, so they have a literal golden copy of this video game somewhere on some island. It'll probably be somewhere dumb like where Firefest was supposed to happen or whatever. But yeah, they hide a treasure chest with this golden game disc, and as soon as one lucky pirate finds this gold game, they will release it to everybody else. I really like that idea.
Yeah, it's just got to be something ridiculous.
I don't know how big of a moneymaker that would be.
I mean, I don't know how much of this game is at this point. I'm excited for it because I love sailing and boats, and it seemed like it had a cool system where to turn your ship, you had to calculate the wind and the waves and all of that, and then ship-to-ship combat, so it seemed pretty cool. But it was announced in 2017 for a release in 2018. and then it disappeared. It was delayed in May 2018, which they then said it would come in 2019. Then in May 2019, they said that it was delayed till the next fiscal year. Then in later 2019, they said that the game had been pushed back to the beginning of April 21. And, it's still not here.
Yeah.
So, maybe?
That's rough. You can't blame Ubisoft for any of these little foibles. I mean, maybe Skull and Bones. Maybe there's something more that's going on behind the scenes of that game. But, with Riders Republic, at least, it feels like COVID kind of just threw a wrench into that system and messed everything up. People can't be in their offices working together at full capacity for full days, and it's just a big old mess. We all know how disruptive this past year has been, so I can't blame them too much, especially for Riders Republic, but a game like Skull and Bones, I really hope it comes out because they have just been fighting to get this thing done and out to the masses for, 2 or 3 years now? You said 2018? That's insane.
Yeah.
So, and real quick before we go, trying to make this a shorter main topic here, we've been getting a lot of messages on Instagram and on Discord about the posted date on Riders Republic on Steam and the PlayStation Store, etc., etc. Everyone has been telling us that the game is being released on December 31st of 2021. And while we both appreciate you guys messaging us about that date, just want to put a blanket statement out there, and people in the community and on our Discord have been saying this religiously whenever people ask about it, and they've been very kind about it. But we believe that date is just posted so that the game can remain in the online stores. That's not an actual release date. They're just giving a random date so that it can stay there so you can pre-order it and have it ready to go once it finally releases.
Yeah, that's pretty common when they say a game's just coming out in 2021 or in 2022. They'll often put December 31st, just so it's whenever the website's sorting like upcoming releases, like when you go to their page and it says like games coming soon, that puts it further at the end of the list because they have no idea when it is and they want the games that are coming soon to show up. So, I mean, it would just be crazy if like a game launched on New Year's Eve. I don't think that would ever really happen, but yeah, just a placeholder. Hopefully we hear in June that it's coming soon.
And like we've said before, the very minute that this news is released, it will be reposted on our channel in a separate one-off video. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you are staying tuned and refreshing and checking every now and again, because you will get the freshest, hottest takes from Riders Republic, from us right here, as soon as they decide to give us more information. So fingers crossed, June 12th looking very promising. Again, the Ubisoft Forward event going down on June 12th, 2021 at 12 o'clock Pacific time, 3 p.m. on the East Coast, and late at night if you are over in Europe. We'll have more news on a live stream event if Mitch and I are going to do that again closer to the event date. So stay tuned on all of the platforms where we make announcements. So starting off the roundup with the weekly challenge. Wait, hold on. Why does it say weekly challenge none? Did we forget to do a weekly challenge? Was that me or you? Oh, God. Oh, don't answer that.
No, it was me. I haven't posted an album yet. I think I mentioned it would be Tyrol would be the next mountain we're taking photos of.
Yeah.
So we'll do Tyrol. By the time this episode's up, I should have an album. And we'll keep it kind of like that. I'll post the albums on Sundays or Mondays. So we'll keep kind of that same schedule when you can submit, and then we'll talk about them in the episode, show our favorite pictures. But we do have a couple different submissions from you guys in the self-promo channel on our Discord server. First up, we have Strenio's final teaser for his characters edit, which is dropping on the 23rd, which is Friday. Friday, 6 p.m. Nope. 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. British Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yep, that all adds up. And it's an edit, which is a run through of all of the edits that he's done in Steep over the years. So very excited to see that. That's just such a cool concept. I hope a bunch of people do that because just from this trailer, it looks like he has parts from all of his different edits. So we'll get to see how he's improved both in his editing and his tricks.
Yeah, this video is going to hit completely different. I mean, it's 3 years worth of edits. I'm most excited to watch this because I want to see his growth. I want to see Strenio's growth throughout those 3 years and how his camera angles and all of that recording and stuff has gotten cleaner. This is just going to be such a treat. And like you said, I hope more people out there in the community decide to do something like this as a little personal homage to Steep in its final couple of months here. Next up, we have a super chill Steep edit coming from Swiss Water, just cranking those Dilla beats out for just about 7 minutes, and I am not complaining. This one is chill. The title does not lie.
It is most certainly a great beat to just vibe out to and watch this video, and he's got some great timing too. You know, I love the timing with the beats, so just another great edit.
We, of course, have that linked down below, but be sure to check out Swiss Water's channel, swisswater_, over on YouTube. Finally, last but not least, Pancake released an edit with a ton of friends from the mountain, from the community, from everywhere. He posted a picture on self-promo as well, I believe, with all of the riders that were a part of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friends helped him put this one together. So seriously, a huge team effort, and you gotta love seeing the community come together to put together something this special.
Yeah, he worked on this video with Steepest legend Nate Hotshot, Just Steep It, Envy, and Extra Clean Water. So the usual suspects in these kinds of group edits, but I love this one. It premiered on the weekend and I was watching, and just, you know, great editing, great shots. And a group video is so much harder to pull off than just one that you're doing completely by yourself. A lot of these shots were solo shots, so, you know, I'm sure they could just submit some really good clips, but there are a couple different ones where you know that planning was involved. There was a shot where 2 of them are sliding across the ice and they're spinning in different directions, but it just matches up so perfectly with the music, and the camera that they used to film it in the replay is stellar. And the other shot, we actually saw a planning picture in our Discord server where they are walking in a group around the I love you that's spelled out in wood in the snow. And they have markers for who's standing where they're starting, and then where they're finishing and what direction they're walking. They put a lot of planning into this one, and it really paid off.
And, you know, just because it is fresh in my mind, not only do we have some sick camera angles coming off of the Mammoths, kind of feeling like some Audi 9s vibes here, immediately following that clip, Mitch, they do the same thing that you did at the Invitational, where they outlined their riders, threw them in a black screen, and they just have them spinning in slow motion. I don't know if they took that from you or not, but it's awesome. I absolutely loved seeing that. Felt like a little nod to TFG in there.
Yeah, I for sure loved that outline. It's the find edges effect in Premiere, so I don't know if that's what he was using or a different program, but just love that effect. Like you said, we used it in a couple different ones. I think the Knuckle Huck intro, we did the dark outline, and then in the Invitational, I did a couple other effects with the colors too, so it was just a white outline, but that part blew me away. Just the whatever camera angle he used, so it's just pitch black with the riders outlined. It was perfect.
As always, wonderful job to everyone out there in the community coming up with your most creative videos. Please keep them coming. Steep is not done yet. Dang it. We still have plenty of more that we can get out of this game, and you guys are certainly pushing it to the max.
Well, that does it for this episode of Après STEEP, but we couldn't do it without your support. So we want to give a special thank you to our members, our executive producer, Bonecrusher2D, our co-producers, It's the Mort and my mom, and then our fans and Fans Plus. We will be having our fans only video coming sometime real soon. I think it's going to do with some Rocket League commentary, but a special twist on it. So watch out for that video.
Yes, and again, only members will be able to get that special Rocket League video. We post a fresh fans only video. You see what I did there? Fans only video on YouTube once a month. So you're definitely going to want to check this one out. I think it is going to be a beautiful mess Of course, if you don't feel like signing up to become a member, you can still subscribe 100% free to the YouTube page. You can also join the conversation over on our Discord. The community is always bumping over there. And if your Instagram feed is lacking even more Steep content, you can follow us there at Nick and Mitch YT.
Also, remember that we have the Tartiflette Games events coming up real steep. We'll have videos this Saturday, the 24th, and then the top 6 on May 2nd.
No, that's Sunday. It's coming out on the 1st. Saturday.
Right.
Nice.
And we're also taking your entries for the Backcountry Brawl. You can find all the info and rules about that competition over on our website, nickandmitch.com.
Just plowed through that burp. Stay tuned. Be on the lookout for the weekly challenge taking place at Tyrol. That will be coming to you with our reviews next episode 18. We can't wait. We will see you guys next week. We'll talk to you then. I'm Nick.
And I'm Mitch.
And we'll see yous on the slopes.